I think mobile gaming is needed now more than ever. That's going to be a weird topic to see and a weird title screen. But it's on par for me, of course. I think, to me, I've been playing a lot of like old school RuneScape, Clash Royale, Fortnite on my phone, and PUBG, and Call of Duty Mobile. I'm playing all these games. I think for me personally, it's because I'm kind of burnt out and burnt out on, work in general and all this other stuff. Where even sitting on my desk wanting to play a game is too much work. Because on my mobile phone, I can play old school RuneScape for a few hours on my phone and then log out, go to Instagram, scroll for there for a little bit, go to TikTok. I mean, it's effortlessly. And I could make my PC and all that stuff effortlessly, but it's something different about like sitting on the couch, having your phone, and playing it, while you're watching YouTube in the backgrounds or whatever you want to do. And I think that is why not that mobile gaming will ever surpass, you know, desktops or PlayStation or Xbox or Switch, probably never. But it's an emerging market that, when you got like 10 minutes to kill, waiting for food or you're on your lunch break, you could just pop open your phone, play some old school RuneScape, play some Fortnite. Because most everyone brings their phone with them. That I know. To work, to school. You gotta have it nowadays. It's basically essential. And the thing I like about mobile gaming is that you don't really need anything powerful. It helps for certain games, like Genshin Impact or some high graphically intense games, but they don't have to be. I mean, I got a Moto G 5G. Got that a couple years ago. It was $130 on sale. And I mean, it plays old school RuneScape flawlessly. And I literally got that phone for podcasts. To just download all the podcasts I want because I have hundreds of hours of gaming related podcasts. That's the one thing I like about Android is that I can do a micro SD card and plop in up to a terabyte. And back then, it was maybe $30 for what I bought. And now it's like way over the limit for everything now. Because of the prices just keep going up and up and up, and it's kind of bull. In my opinion, and everyone else's. Like, I look at, like, even the phones that I've looked at from like Motorola and stuff, or these weird phone companies, they want for standard phones like $600, $700, $800, $3,000 for a fold phone. I'm like, dude, why? I mean, my limit, like to buy a phone in cash, a couple hundred. I'm not shelling out a few grand for a dang phone that's gonna make calls and texts. I'm not doing that. It's cool, but it's not worth it. Like I've looked at blue phones before. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a cheap, dirt cheap phone. Like you can get some for $50, brand new. I'm like, okay, can you play bare minimum old school RuneScape? And I look it up, it can't even do that. I'm like, okay, that's it's a 20-year-old plus game. My Pixel XL can run that better. That's a 2016 phone, and I got that for $70. I still might try to learn how to flash a custom operating system on that, but that's another that's another deal for another day. But I see people shell out thousands and thousands of dollars for a phone, and it's a little ridiculous in my opinion. Now, if they want to, go right ahead. I don't mind. When I look at I look up like the best gaming phone. Okay, I'm like, okay, and the one I looked at, it was $800. I'm like, at that price point, you could buy a desktop. You could buy a PlayStation, an Xbox, a Switch, and have so much more power in that device over a phone. Like, for me, like, if you really want to get into gaming and you don't got a lot of money, and to be honest, it might be easier to buy a cheap phone. Like a Motorola or a cheaper Samsung product, even a cheap iPhone. Refurbished one, or if you don't like refurbished, which I understand completely, I would I get new for whatever I can. But if you had a few $100, like, oh, your old phone it just failed, and you have like 300, 400, maybe not 500, but let's say $300 to $400. You could easily get a good mid-range phone that can text, call, do whatever you need to, and on top of that, play games like Call of Duty Mobile. I like that. If they had ported that over to PC or desktop or console, that would be lovely. I would love that actually. Because they somehow brought pretty much every gun from what I played a little bit of it from like generations of Call of Duty games. And I'm like, and like different maps from different games too. And I'm like, what? Why can't they do that? I mean, it's Call of Duty. It's made by Tencent, but still, it's Call of Duty. I know they had a Black Ops, Call of Duty Online or something in China. It had like every gun, every map from like a wide range of Call of Duty. And it went phenomenal over there, but we never got here in the States or in the West. And I'm like, how does that How does that not get over here? I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like if they released Call of Duty, like Call of Duty Mobile onto PC with like no emulation, no this, no that, didn't have ads, didn't have any pop-ups. I would hope so. And just let you play the game. And if you want to buy a battle pass and whatever they do, and you can sell your own stuff, there would really never be a need to buy another Call of Duty, in my opinion. I haven't bought a Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2 on the PS4. And that was a few years ago at this point. I have no desire to play them. Like, even the new ports that came out of Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 that I have the original of, so it kind of defeats the purpose. Like, even on, like, mobile gaming, that's what the whole topic is about, basically. It's a lot easier in the way of you pick a game and you play it and you're done. You can watch YouTube and you can nap. I play a lot of Dokkan Dragon Ball Z. That takes up 20 gigabytes of phone storage. It's a lot. No, it could be way bigger, which is understandable. But to me, I love Dragon Ball Z. I love storylines. I love the games. Trying to get back into the anime and the mangas, it's a lot of work, but it's doable. And for me personally, like if you had the barest minimums, you know, work all day, you want to come home and play a game. To be honest, I wouldn't blame you if you reach for your cell phone and just play a game. People kind of scoff at the idea of that. Everyone's like, oh, just buy a PlayStation, buy an Xbox, buy a PC. But not most people, but a good majority of people can't afford that. They might be able to afford a used iPhone for like 400, 500 bucks, and they might not have electricity all the time. But if you could, plug your phone in at work and that, and it's not that much of a hindrance for some aspects of it, of like the Pixel XL. If it broke, oh well, it's $70. If my Moto G broke, I'm like, well, that was $130 back then. I can get a relatively newer phone, a little less storage, but I can put an SD card in as well again. Looking at 200 bucks. Same amount of RAM, better processor, but same amount of RAM, so that doesn't help there. But it's not the end of the world. Whereas if you break your PlayStation, Xbox, laptop, that's a big one. Like, yeah, if you break your phone, it's bad. Like, I'm not like if I broke my phone, I'm not gonna go ballistic and say, "What the hell?" Like, I need to get it fixed. Like, no, just wait. It'll be okay. And that's why I kind of like budget items. Not in the sense that it's super cheap, is that it gives me the sense of security, of where if it breaks, I'll be sad, of course. If I can't fix it, get another one. And not to dismiss it as, oh, it's a cheap item, you can just buy a new one like every so often. I mean, you'll save up a few bucks, like instead of going out to I guess Taco Bell or something. Let's say you set aside uh, actually not even that. Let's say you want your Pixel XL. Perfect example. It's 70 bucks. Or the Samsung A10 or whatever it's called. That's 100 bucks. Okay. Not the biggest dent in the wallet. If it was a PlayStation 5, yeah, it's a big dent. Or a desktop, that's a huge dent. With my older age, I kind of came to that realization where even like budget stuff I look at constantly. I always look at budget stuff, either budget laptops, budget phones, to see if why it's kind of appealing to me. Like I was looking at a Chromebook today on sale. They wanted $200 for it. And I can go to Walmart and get the same computer, same Chromebook for around 220. That's regular price. I'm like, okay, around 200 bucks. Now, I found a super dirt cheap Chromebook on Amazon that had the Google Play Store that I could play Old School RuneScape because I love that game for 40 bucks. And it's still up to date enough so I can listen to podcasts and Spotify for the time being. And I had to think to myself of, well, if I need to, I'll buy that. And I don't need to spend the $200 plus if all I want to do is play one game and listen to my podcast. Or play Clash of Clans. Or the good thing about most mobile games, like the good ones, that don't have intrusive ads or annoying gimmicks, like Sonic Dash, I like playing that. I can play that for a good couple of hours because it's an endless runner and it's kind of fun because I like the Sonic characters and it's very fun. It's like I could put YouTube on the background and one of my podcasts and play it while I'm playing my game. And those games are perfect because you can easily pause it, do whatever you need to do, go to the bathroom, get some food, get some popcorn, get a drink, and come back to it. It's simple. Like even Pokemon Go, I play that all the time. I mean, they even have like Madden NFL on the App Store. I mean, they have full-fledged games. Like, I was updating something. Updating BattleNet. I mean, it's fun to even just have a BattleNet account just to read the news on BattleNet. I love BattleNet. I've even looked at some, like those generic Chinese made iPhone, not iPhones, but they're Android based phones. They're like around $200 to $300. They got like 8 camera options on them, and they're like really have a weird graphics on it and games. And I'm like, it's got wireless charging, and that to me is like the not the baseline, but it helps because the one thing I always find annoying about like phones in general is that the stupid port that you charge stuff with, if it gets full of lint, it is a nightmare. Because if you forget about it, it's a nightmare to get it out, either with a pick or with some compressed air. That usually works, but I always like a wireless charger because you can always have something to charge it with. And if you guys are mobile gamers, let me know. And don't feel ashamed that you are one. I'm a mobile gamer. I like it. It's more fun. Like, perfect example, Diablo Immortal. I love that game. I play it on my uh, PC. I play it on my phone. And I can play Diablo Immortal on my phone on my couch, underneath my blanket with a drink. That's really unheard of nowadays. Like, if I want to play my Diablo 4, I gotta go sit in my chair, my office, and turn on my system, do all sorts of stuff, do updates, and play it. And it's fun, but Diablo Immortal is so much easier because it's in the palm of my hand. You can play pretty much really powerful games on smaller and smaller screens nowadays, and it's actually kind of enjoyable. I hope everyone has a great day today, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have fun and stay gaming.